ASTM C172, Sampling Freshly Mixed Concrete. When watching YouTube videos on ASTMs, be sure to check the latest version. Some of the videos are older and not up to the latest changes. ASTM standards change quite frequently, and the videos need to be changed to keep up with the most recent versions. Look in the description of the latest version and compare to the ASTMs that you are wanting. These videos are my thoughts and interpolations of ASTM C172 and not directly from ASTM or ACI. ASTM C172 pertains to the standard practice for sampling freshly mixed concrete. It provides guidelines on the correct methods for obtaining samples of concrete immediately after it has been mixed and before any significant hardening of the concrete has taken place. The standard outlines procedures for both single portions and composite samples, with the overall goal of ensuring that the representative sample of the concrete for testing and analysis. Selection of sampling locations. Identify suitable locations for which to obtain concrete samples. These locations should be representative of the concrete being delivered and should not be influenced towards specific portions of the batch or mixer. Sampling procedures. How to collect samples. Using a sample device such as a scoop or shovel to extract samples. Taking samples at regular intervals during discharge to ensure representative samples of the entire batch. Use a clean container to collect the samples, ensuring that the container is free from contaminations that could affect the test results. Avoid sampling from areas that may contain segregation or inconsistent concrete, such as near a discharge point. Recombine and remix the concrete to ensure representative sample. Modify the sample, sieving the larger material from the sample if needed. Sample size and handling. The minimum sample size recommended by ASTM C172 is approximately 1 cubic feet, about 28 liters for the normal weight concrete. Adjust the sample size as necessary based on the specific application and test requirements. Handle the sample sizes carefully to prevent contamination or loss of moisture, which can affect the test results. Seal the containers properly to preserve the freshness of the sample. Transport and storage. Transport the samples to the testing facility promptly to minimize changes in the temperature and moisture content. Store samples in a controlled environment to maintain their integrity until testing is conducted. Follow storage guidelines provided in relevant standards or specifications. Testing and analysis. Once at the testing facility, conduct the necessary test on the concrete samples according to the project requirements and applicable standards. Common tests include slump, air content, temperature, unit weight test, and casting of strength specimens. Record and analyze the test results to assess the quality and performance characteristics of the concrete batch. Collecting a sample. When collecting a sample, you should use a container of suitable size having a non-absorptive surface. The receptacle should be damp, which is moist without the presence of ponding water to affect the test, and be clean. You should collect 2 or more portions of the mid portion of the batch. In most cases, you collect the portions by moving the receptacle through the flowing stream of concrete. Combine the portions together and remix with shovel. The combined sample should be at least 28 liters or 1 cubic foot. Sample time and size. When collecting your sample, you have 15 minutes to collect the portions from the time you collect the first portion until you collect the last portion. This means if you collected the first portion and the mixer stops pouring and moves to a different location, you only have 15 minutes to collect the sample, or you have to collect a new first portion of your sample. After collecting the final portion, you have 5 minutes to transport, remix, and start your testing. You have 15 minutes to start molding your strength specimens once the portions are recombined and mixed with a shovel. In other words, you have 15 minutes to complete your test, then start molding your test specimens. I remember this by 15-5-15. You also must keep the sample protected from rapid evaporation from the sun and wind, as well as protected from contamination. Types of concrete mixers. There are 5 types of concrete mixers that we will sample from on the project site. They have different ways to be sampled from, so pay attention that you are sampling correctly. This will discuss how to sample and the different methods to deliver the concrete to the project. Revolving drum truck mixer. This mixer is most commonly found. It has a drum that can mix the concrete. It can be driven to the project. All water and admixtures are added before collecting any samples. You must sample this mixer at 2 or more times during the mid portion of the batch at regularly spaced intervals. Collect the samples by diverting the entire discharge stream into the receptacle. Regulate the rate of discharge of the batch by controlling the rate of the drum. Once samples have been collected, combined and remix and with a shovel before testing. Stationary mixer. This mixer is commonly found on smaller sites or with masonry companies. It has a drum that can mix the concrete. It can't be driven to the project. All water and admixtures are added before collecting any samples. You must sample this mixer at 2 or more times during the mid portion of the batch at regularly spaced intervals. Collect samples by diverting the entire discharge stream into the receptacle. Take care not to restrict the flow of the concrete from the mixer. Once samples have been collected, recombined and mix with shovel before testing. Paving mixer. This mixer is commonly found on roadway sites. It has a container to deliver and dump the concrete that was pre-mixed. All water and admixtures were added before adding the batch to the container. You must sample the mixture after it has been dumped on the ground. Collect samples in 5 or more locations. Once samples have been collected, recombined, mix with a shovel before testing. Continuous mixer. These mixers continuously produce concrete as needed on site. They are often used for large projects or where a constant supply of fresh concrete is required. It has hoppers that are continuously loaded and mixed in line, usually using augers, or are supplied from a mixer that was previously batched. All water and admixtures are added in line during mixing process. Samples can be obtained from the output of the continuous mixer during operation. It is important to collect samples periodically to ensure consistency throughout the process. You must wait until at least 5 cubic feet of material has been discharged before sampling. Collect 2 or more portions of regularly spaced intervals and recombined and mix with a shovel. Collect samples by diverting the entire discharge stream into the receptacle. Open top mixer. This mixer is very useful in areas with a long travel to sites. These trucks transport dry ingredients to the site and mix them with water on site to create concrete. They are commonly used for small-scale projects or where immediate mixing is required. It has hoppers that contain the material for the mixture on the truck. It is mixed using an auger until the mixture meets the flow rate. Collect samples on whichever method that is being used on site for the previous mentioned mixer types. Once samples have been collected, recombined, and mixed with shovel before testing. Wet sieve. In rare cases, when the concrete supplied has aggregate too large for the required test, you must wet sieve the sample. Wet sieving, this is when you sieve the aggregate too large for the required test by pouring over a sieve that is of the size specified and not losing concrete or admixtures. Be sure to remix the concrete sample after sieving. All right, let's recap. Obtain the representative sample from the mixer type. Ensure that all the water and additives have been added. Sample the concrete at 2 or more regularly spaced intervals during the discharge of the midstream portion of the batch, repeatedly passing the receptacle through the entire disch stream and completely diverting the discharge stream into the sample container. Obtain the composite samples within 15 minutes of start time to finish time. Transport samples to place of testing. Combine and remix for composite sample. The combined sample should be a minimum of 1 cubic feet in size that will be used for strength specimens. Start test for slump, temperature, and air content within 5 minutes after obtaining the final portions of the composite sample. Molding test specimens. Start molding specimens within 15 minutes after fabricating the composite samples. Protect the samples against rapid evaporation and contamination. I hope you all like this rendition of C172. If you have any comments, please comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one.